You ever notice how motivated you feel at night? You watch one self-improvement video, one edit, one speech, and suddenly your entire future feels possible. You tell yourself, from tomorrow, everything changes. You'll wake up early, work harder, study harder, hit the gym consistently. No distractions, no excuses. And for a moment, you actually believe it. But then tomorrow comes. You wake up tired. You procrastinate just for 10 minutes. One video becomes 10. One missed day becomes a week. And slowly, you start hating yourself for it. Because deep down, you know you're capable of more. So the question becomes, why can some people stay consistent for years while others can't even stay consistent for 3 days? The answer is probably not what you think. Most people think consistency is about discipline. It's not, at least not at first. Because if consistency was only about discipline, every motivated person would already be successful. The real reason you struggle with consistency is this. You are emotionally addicted to intensity, not repetition. You love the feeling of starting, the dopamine, the excitement, the new version of me. But consistency is boring. It's waking up and doing the same thing again, even when it no longer feels exciting. That's where most people fail, because they unconsciously believe, if I don't feel motivated, something is wrong. No, nothing is wrong. That's literally the process. Here's the cycle almost everyone lives in. Massive motivation, unrealistic goals, perfection for 3 days and then burnout, guilt, and repeat. And after enough cycles, you stop trusting yourself. And that's the most dangerous part. Not failure, but self betrayal. Because every time you say, I'll do it tomorrow, and you don't, your brain slowly learns. This person doesn't keep promises. And eventually, even your own goals stop feeling real. That's why some people feel stuck for years, not because they're lazy, but because they destroyed self trust. There's a reason builders don't construct skyscrapers in one night. Imagine a man placing one brick every single day. One brick. That sounds pathetic, right? But after a year, that wall becomes real. Meanwhile, other person keeps redesigning the blueprint every week, talking about the perfect strategy, watching motivation, but never laying bricks consistently. One looks exciting, the other looks boring, but only one actually builds something. Your future is built exactly the same way, not through massive movements, but through repeated actions, tiny ones, done for long enough. You do not rise to your goals, you fall to your systems. A motivated person with bad systems loses eventually. An average person with strong systems wins eventually. That's why you should stop asking, how do I stay motivated? And start asking, how do I make my consistency easier? That changes everything. Here's what actually works. Make your habits too small to fail. Don't start with 2-hour workout. Start with put on gym clothes. Because action creates momentum, not the other way around. Stop relying on feelings. Your emotions are unstable. Your standards shouldn't be. Some days you'll feel unstoppable. Some days you'll feel empty. Do the work anyway, not perfectly, just consistently. Never miss twice. One bad day changes nothing. Two bad days, two bad days starts a new identity. Missed a workout? Fine. Don't miss the next one. That single rule can change your entire life. Reduce friction. Most people make good habits hard and bad habits easy. Notifications always on, unlimited distractions. Then they wonder why they can't focus. Environment is stronger than motivation, always. You see, one day you'll realize something. The people you admire, the people who seem disciplined, they're not superheroes. They they just stopped negotiating with themselves. That's it. They understood that success is not built in dramatic moments. It's built on random Tuesdays when nobody's watching, when motivation is gone, when excuses sound reasonable. That's where your future is decided, not in inspiration, but in repetition. So if you are struggling with consistency right now, don't try to become a different person overnight. Just become someone who keeps one promise to themselves today, then do it again tomorrow and again. Because in the end, consistency is not about becoming perfect, it's about becoming trustworthy to yourself. And once you do that, your life changes. If this video helped you even a little, send it to someone who keeps startling over. And remember, small actions repeated long enough become a completely different life.